Ted Cruz, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Jack, good to see you.
Good to see you. Do you support the Inflation Reduction Act? I gather you probably don't based on your laugh. Why not? And what do you say to Democrats who say this will reduce the deficit?
Well, it's a terrible bill, and the title, I will say, is something directly out of George Orwell. Because the reason we have inflation, the reason we have prices skyrocketing, the reason gas prices are so high, is because the Democrat policies of out of control spending and out of control debt. And so their solution is more out of control spending, and on top of that, higher taxes too. It's literally like taking a bonfire and pouring gasoline on it. It makes the problems worse. If you look at this bill, what the Democrats are trying to do, it's going to hurt small businesses, it's going to hurt manufacturers, it's going to hurt working men and women across this country. You look at the different elements of this bill. One, they have a tax on businesses that takes away the ability to deduct for investments in new equipment and new machinery. That hammers manufacturing. The projections are that 50% of the harms from this taxes fall upon manufacturing, upon blue-collar jobs. Look, if there's a plant in Dallas that is thinking of maybe putting an additional line to make more cars or make more trucks, right now they can expense that investment, which means the tax code incentivizes them to create more jobs, to generate more productivity. The Democrat bill disincentivizes that, and it will result in a lot less investment, a lot fewer jobs. On top of that, there's an element in this bill that is designed to sneak in a backdoor overturning of the Supreme Court's recent decision, West Virginia versus EPA, to give the EPA the power to regulate and put billions of dollars of costs on small businesses and manufacturers across this country. Not only that, Jack, there are a bunch of new fees and taxes on oil and gas in particular. So if you're ticked off at how much you're paying at the gas pump, guess what the Democrats want to do? They want to jack it up even more and have you spend even more. And to top all of it off, this bill also proposes 87,000 new IRS agents. And let's be clear, those agents are not there to go after the billionaires, to go after the giant companies. They're there to go after small businesses. They're there to go after families. And I have crisscrossed the state of Texas. I've crisscrossed the country. I've never encountered a Texan who says, what we really need is 87,000 more IRS agents. That is a desire of big government Democrats to send IRS agents like locusts to hammer Texans and Americans. I think it's a terrible idea.
So what is your solution to high food prices and other inflationary prices that people are experiencing?
Well, it's a very simple solution, which is stop spending money we don't have. If you look at where inflation comes from, look, prices are all connected to the money supply. Let me give a simple example. Let's suppose an apple is $2. If you get a bunch of politicians in Washington that double the number of dollars in the world, that print a bunch of money, you can expect the price of an apple to go from $2 to $4 because there are twice as many dollars in the world. It's not exactly right, but that is